Hello, everybody, and welcome to Red 2 Chatter, the show about everything Star Wars. And, sorry, screen over there flickering. And today is our 51st episode of this show. I think, I'm not going to introduce us anymore, because you should know. I'm Dallin, that's Jay, and that's Ryan. Today we have quite a bit today.
I think it's a lot of news, but not a lot that we'll go in real detail on.
A lot of news, but not a lot of substance.
Right.
To the news.
There's substance. There's just not a lot. Just not a lot to tell. Again, it's a poster. Okay, I like the poster. Looks cool.
Right.
Move on.
Right.
Yeah.
like this first story.
Runtime for Solo.
Yeah. Runtime.
Right.
What is
There's
the
not much to
runtime?
talk about as far as runtime.
2 hours and 13 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
2 hours and 15. Yeah.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
That's Rogue One. It's 2 hours and 13
2 hours and
minutes.
13 for Han Solo.
And then Last Jedi is 2 hours and 32 minutes.
So this one's 2 hours and
15 minutes.
no. So is in that 2 hours and 23 minutes. The
Where?
next line down.
Oh yeah, middle.
Oh.
No, that's what they were hearing earlier this
Oh,
year.
is that what
Okay.
But it is 2 hours and 15 minutes up top there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So normal movie, really.
Yeah.
I mean, more than an action flick, less than
High drama.
a high drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
war
cool with that.
movie.
2 hours and
Or
15.
Interstellar.
2 hours and 15 minutes. Good enough for me.
Right.
That's plenty of Han Solo.
This ain't any Return of the King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the Battle of the Five Armies or something.
Right.
If you get the extended version.
Whew.
Yeah.
I love marathoning those movies, though.
Oh yeah. What's up next? So, does anybody have anything else to say about it besides I'm fine with that?
Right, man.
Just 2 hours.
Sounds good. 2 hours
Go
worth
up.
of Star Wars.
Even if I wasn't fine with it, what could I do
Do
about it?
about it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm still going to go see it. I'm not basing my going and seeing on the runtime, so
Yep.
Well,
it's just
even
information to
if
pass
it
on
was
to
just
everybody else.
13 minutes long.
Well, then I'd be pissed.
I'm not going to pay full movie price.
No, 15 minutes, yeah. So what's next on our list?
Black Series figures.
Oh, the master list is out for the Black Series, so the new
So-
6-inch figures are out.
We have a Han Solo,
That's obviously from the Solo movie, not original Han Solo.
Range Trooper,
I've seen those ones.
Lando,
Seen that
Kira,
Haven't
Forlum, Grand Moff Tarkin, Dewback and Sand Trooper, which is pretty cool. Swoopback Vehicle and Infy's Nest, pretty cool. Jawa, nice. Death Squad Commander. What?
There's an ad popping up.
Why? Okay.
And a couple others.
Go away.
And there's like 2 others.
Can you just use your down arrows?
Yeah, just use the down arrows instead of that stupid pad.
No, it's not working.
Hold on. Let me.
No, don't worry about it. It's not
refresh.
that big of a
Yeah.
an issue. I mean, this is only for the toy collector out there.
Aha! Got it. Okay.
And then you just have
Centerpiece Kylo Ren and a Darth Vader
The
premium electronic helmet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the.
Those are the ones. That's the master list for the most recent release for Black Series 6-inch figures.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of those. I've seen Han, Lando, Kira, but there's also should be a Chewbacca. Where's that one?
Well,
at?
that's
a
the
Star Wars-
Target
exclusive. Oh, is that
I think
coming up
there's
on a story?
yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can throw that in there right now. So there's also a Target exclusive
Right.
Chewbacca with the goggles.
Yeah, for a master list, it's not really
Much of a
That-
master list.
that masterful.
Yeah.
Because they should include all the exclusives.
I
They're going
agree.
to create a master list.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the collector wants to know where to go to get the exclusives.
Yeah. So the ones I might try to get them all, but I doubt it because right now the vintage back Black Series are coming out as well, and I just can't afford to do all of them. But the 4 Loom I'm going to get because I'm a bounty hunter fan, so
Well, space not being
that's also an issue.
not being on my side at my house. I just have to limit myself to the characters I want, and I basically have to limit myself to which characters even. Like I can maybe do bounty hunters, so 4 Loom would be included in that.
Yeah.
But
Probably gonna be the hard one to get.
other than that, like I'm gonna really start narrowing my collection down to mostly Ahsoka Tano related figures, maybe Rey, And I'm certainly going to still look for the Dr. Aphra.
Anything
figure.
Boba Fett?
Yeah, well, that's included in the Bounty Hunters.
Oh, okay.
So, but really, that's where I'm at as far as my collection goes, because I just can't. I don't have space, and I'm not going to put them out in my barn/shed where they could potentially get ruined. So
Yeah, so
I'm not going to do
Like
that.
a certain other
Collection I had?
collection that you had
Well,
given
the
to
garage.
me.
Yeah, well, the majority of those were still in pretty decent shape that I gave to you, my Spawn collection.
Yeah.
But some of them did get ruined by living in a shed for too long. Even
then
though
it
they
got
were in
rained
tubs.
on.
Yeah, even though they were in tubs. The tubs didn't seal properly, and then, freezing and thawing and the moisture and all that stuff just ruined some of them.
yeah. All right, so what's next on
We
our
got
list?
the Millennium Falcon takes flight on gorgeous Solo, a Star Wars story Empire cover.
So they have a picture of the Millennium Falcon over a planet.
Yeah, go
The
back to
backside
picture
of it.
one.
Oh, is there a whole bunch of different pictures?
That's the
there-
one they're
there's-
talking
Oh, that's
one.
the one they're talking about. Okay.
That
It's
one's
a-
pretty cool.
It's a
a drawing.
hand-drawn one.
Hand-drawn one.
It's really cool. I like it.
Yeah, like kind of comic book style.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And then all these other ones we've already seen before, I think. So,
Well, they're just basically cuts from the trailers we've
Trailers.
seen.
yeah.
You got
Most of them.
Han and
don't
Kira.
see many aliens.
Now you see
in this
the
place.
backs of a lot of people in that shot, which I
Yeah.
find kind of interesting that they all, because obviously the focus is supposed to be on Kira and Han, but you just see a lot of the backs of people and creatures, and
There's the Millennium Falcon over the planet.
I wonder what
I
this
think
Planet
that
is?
planet's gonna be Corellia. I'm
Could
not
be.
100% sure.
maybe. Another picture of Kira.
She's getting a lot of press as far as like pictures of Kira
Yeah.
in the promotional stuff.
Yeah.
She's getting a lot of attention.
Then we got Lando and his droid,
L3.
L3, flying the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo behind them.
I like this shot of the train.
Yeah.
I find it interesting.
It
Is
has
that
an
the
actual
cargo?
name. I think we'll learn about it.
Is that the cargo right there?
I think it's on both sides.
I think it does run both sides, and I think it actually.
It just
Flips
flips
over
around.
Oh, okay.
So the cargo would have to be fairly secure in there.
Secure in there, yeah, you'd think.
Either magnetically locked down or something like that. Like everything's
It's
in
got
a
lots of peanuts in there.
magnetic container.
A lot of peanuts
Maybe.
in the boxes.
A lot of styrofoam peanuts.
Explodes, just peanuts go everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's not snow you see in the background.
yeah,
That's not
it's
snow.
peanuts.
That's peanuts. That'd be funny.
Entire planet
Blows
made of
up, there's
peanuts.
all these peanuts come shooting out of it.
Characters walk. Chewie walks out and he's just covered in them because you know how they stick to
Yeah.
everything.
Especially
yeah,
your hair.
especially Chewie just covered in.
Just be covered in.
That'd be hilarious. Chewie covered in packing
Lots of
peanut,
bubble
packing
wrap.
peanuts.
Bubble
So
wrap.
this must be like that's the guy that's gonna run the
Has Dryden Voss.
Dryden Voss.
Dryden Voss.
Like I noticed something you wrote in there is like that sounds very Mandalorian name.
Well, if he's
Yeah,
when we
like a
get-
Voss. Yeah.
when we get to that picture
Okay, well wait
later
for that.
in the
we'll wait for that.
later in the show.
But that's him, and this must be where they're going to meet him for the first time or something to get
I find-
the job.
These guys interesting. They're like, they must be bodyguards or something. They're like these guys in all
Too
black
dark.
suits.
Yeah.
With helmets.
Yeah, with helmets on, and the helmets kind of have like this T shape, really fat T shape to them.
Yeah.
Find those guys interesting, and then there's another person with like a helmet or maybe an alien race back
Yeah.
there.
It's hard to tell, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait. This movie's
yeah.
gonna be sweet.
Like I'm very curious about
Also,
the role Dryden Voss is going to play in the movie.
from the trailers, I just want to say, and also from the TV spots that came out recently, I just want to say the cinematography in this movie, like the camera angles that they use and everything like that.
Right. It looks,
love it.
It looks
Visually
gorgeous.
looks great.
Yeah, like
That's Ron Howard's influence, I think.
yeah,
A lot of it, because he's very good at that.
yeah,
Right.
especially angles and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's really good. This, I don't know what this looks like.
Well, that's
I
where
don't know
he's
what planet.
facing off
I
against
think that's where.
Infy's nest,
Yeah, I
right?
think that's where he faces.
You
off
also
with
get to
Infant's
see some of them, I think, walking up because there's like these spinning little and one of the TV
Well, when
spots.
Chewie's carrying those like the luggage things down, and Kira and Han are out in front of
Yeah.
him, I think that's this planet too. Just because it has sand, I'm just guessing.
Yeah, in one of the TV spots, it shows them walking up to this place,
Yeah.
like from there. So they land over there and they're walking up.
That might be
And
where they
when
meet
Be-
Woody Harrel's character.
And when Beckett says, "We got a job. Are you in?" And you see the standing amongst those like spires in the
Yeah.
sand.
I think that's on this
I think
planet
that's
as
on
well.
this planet as
I think that's when they first meet, Han Solo first meets Woody Harrelson's character. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of speculation. We just
The
gotta
theory
walk.
of
Complete
the
speculation.
theory of Parnassus still goes strong. Maybe, maybe it's a different part of Parnassus, not necessarily the place that Phasma came from. It could be on a different side of the rim, because the interesting thing about Parnassus is basically a big ball that's split in half. One side is sea, and then one side is desert, and it's just like
That fits what we're seeing there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so. I mean, it would be very interesting to see that. Here we have L3 again.
L3 and Lando.
I love L3's design. It looks like she has like a piece of an R2 unit.
yeah, there's an
On her-
interesting tidbit in a later story that we have coming up about that character.
Also, the top of her kind of
That I'm
reminds me
sure-
of a probe droid as well.
Yeah.
That I'm sure will garner some discussion.
There's the Millennium Falcon.
Falcon in a docking port, looks like.
So these are all
I love
on what?
them
The
all.
Empire magazine?
Yeah, these are all from
And that's,
Empire Magazine.
Empire Magazine's a Star Wars magazine.
No,
right?
it's just an entertainment
Oh,
magazine.
entertainment
Yeah, so they do a lot of different movies. It's just highly coincidental, maybe, that it's called
That's called Empire. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know.
But yeah, they do just a lot of movie and entertainment style
Now,
magazines.
who is she holding? Is it Han that she's freaking
No, I think
holding?
that's when she's holding up.
That, just
let the
some
mean
random
guy go, or-
yeah,
Oh.
let the mean guy go. Some random guy in the bar.
Yeah.
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 I could see her being kind of...
One of my favorite scenes from a Star Wars. Maybe
Oh, yeah,
going
the
to
hyperdrive.
hyperspace.
Seeing it through the...
The cockpit of the Millennium
cockpit.
Falcon.
One thing that I find that I'm kind of speculating on L3 is that she is Lando's bodyguard,
Yeah, I don't know.
basically. Like
Lobot.
like yeah,
Lobot
kinda
is
like,
in
Lobot
Empire.
became, yeah.
yeah.
Strikes Back, man.
We'll just have to wait and see.
See,
Another great part of cinematography here.
Right, just a great looking set. I mean,
Yeah.
I wonder how much of that is like
Real
real.
like actual and how much of it is digitally
Oh,
there, but
tusks.
right.
Mm.
It could be.
Do you think it's a mythosaur?
Maybe.
Could it be a mythosaur?
I mean, it kind of has the shape of a mythosaur, just without the big giant tusks.
And
like
the big
one,
teeth.
Well, the one no, it has that. If you look at like towards the bottom,
Oh,
it has
yeah.
the broken off little pieces, like Boba Fett's symbol.
Yeah.
Or
But-
could it just be like a
or it could just be
large mammoth?
Mammoth, yeah, creature. I mean, that's what it obviously looks like
Right.
to me, as a large mammoth-like creature.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
mythosaurs.
Yeah.
I want to see what
Because-
they look like, dang it.
Well, let's go back to like Tom Spina, and he does Regal Robot, right? And he did the castings of the skull as it is drawn on the, but that because it's
But
drawn that
drawn
way
on-
on that
doesn't mean
symbol,
that's the
doesn't mean
whole-
that's the way it looks.
That
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's the whole skull either.
Yeah.
It could just be a
Right. Well, it
like it doesn't like the tusks were missing off that skull.
or the tusks to fit
Broke
it
off.
to fit it better on the decal or a
Yeah.
sticker on somebody's armor. They just
It's been broken off.
Stroke-
took liberties,
Yeah.
and made it shrink a little bit, but still kept the essence of the mythosaur. Maybe that's what an actual mythosaur
looks-
skull looks
It's
like
yeah.
in 3D.
And yeah, maybe their teeth
Maybe.
are like a lot
Right.
longer.
So well, we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe they explain it. Maybe
Maybe they don't. Yeah, and it's just left out there in
Right.
limbo.
For us to speculate on further.
And that's it.
That's it. So yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff on that
Yeah.
Empire magazine.
Really
Some
cool
good shots.
pictures.
All right, so what's up next?
What Star Wars The Last Jedi's final shot really means, according to Mark Hamill.
Okay, so this is the one with
Is it reincarnation?
this is the one with the little kid. This little kid that
Well, they
Well, he's too
affectionately
old.
known as the Broom Kid
the broom kid.
Broom Kid.
because that's what he brings to him with the
I
Force.
wonder
He's
what
in the
he's
Force.
named in, or if he's just uncredited in the credits.
It's probably like slave kid or something.
Yeah, Slave Kid 1 or Slave Kid 2. or whatever the name of those creatures are, Keeper 1 Kid or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he says, what I loved particularly was that, and they didn't have to do this because the movie's over. All of a sudden you cut to the stable and there's that little boy. He puts out his hand and the broom comes to him. It's so subtle. The first time I saw it, I thought he just took it. But if you look, he puts his hand out and it moves over for him. Implying that, yeah, she's Rey's The Last Jedi until the next Jedi. It'll go on forever, believe me. Long after both of us are gone, and they'll keep making these films from here into eternity.
Right, so basically saying that Mark Hamill's view on it is there will never be a Last Jedi. Because when the last one's gone, there will be another.
Oh, here we go. Upon seeing the Broom Kid, whose name is apparently Tamiri Blagg, is his full name. It's a kind of
course,
funny
they have
last...
to name. I mean, they would name him.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny last name though, Blagg.
Yeah.
Almost no character in Star Wars goes unnamed. Even the background characters have names.
some sort of name.
Yep.
Yeah,
You just got to dig to find them sometimes.
Yes.
I agree with them though.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, just because the movie was called The Last Jedi doesn't mean... That just means Luke was the last of his era of Jedi, and now Rey's going to be the last, it's her era of Jedi.
Right, unless she goes to training him.
Yeah.
Who knows whether they're going to...
Well, not that, but I also look at it more as Luke Skywalker was the last Jedi, because he was trained as a Jedi Knight, whereas Rey is not trained as a Jedi Knight. She's just a Force user.
Right, she will be more... She'll have more liberty.
Yes, she just won't be called a Jedi. I mean, people might call her a Jedi, but I don't think she'll ever think of herself as a Jedi, because she's not... Well, she has the books, so she might follow the code.
She might.
Because that's up
Bad
to her.
idea.
But I think...
Yeah,
I think
Jedi
she'll
code
take
always
those
has
lessons
problems.
from... That Luke taught her.
Yeah.
To heart. That... The Jedi don't control or own the Force.
Yeah.
The Force is with... So I think she'll take those lessons that... The reasons why Luke thought the Jedi should go away, and really take those to heart when she's doing her own training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's up next?
Ron Howard teases Jedi and Sith references in Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you can't tell me that
Well, the myth has to be out there. I mean,
of the Jedi, but
And-
everybody should know, or most people know, Darth Vader, the Sith Lord.
And of course, Han Solo's gonna be like, yeah, no.
right.
He's...
I've flown, from one end of this galaxy to the other. I've seen a lot of strange stuff. But, I think he'll be a denier of those kinds of
beginner's
things.
luck.
There is no such thing as luck. In my experience, there is no such thing as luck. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I don't know.
Good against the
I don't
remote
know
is one
Obi-Wan. Some of the stuff
Good
that
against
you...
the living? That's something else. I love Han Solo's lines.
Yes.
I hope we get those lines.
Yeah, so do I. I hope we get some of that kind of.
It's like, I don't know.
He was so brilliantly written.
Yeah.
Yes,
His character was.
his character was
Just
written
brilliant.
very well.
I don't know, Obi-Wan. Some of the things that you got out of in Clone Wars, though, that seems like luck to me.
Right.
Some of the things...
Yeah, I'm not so sure, Obi-Wan. You don't believe in luck.
Look.
Because some of those things that happened in Clone Wars, that seemed freaking lucky to me.
Okay, so what's he referencing
Right
here?
here, just read that one
So he
through.
says, I love Star Wars, but only the Jedi and Sith stuff. Since this probably won't have any of what I'm of that, I'm watching it all because of Queen Daenerys.
Yeah, so that's what somebody put on Ron
The
Howard's
Noir
Twitter.
said.
Right.
Yeah.
And Ron Howard says, I honestly don't think you'll be disappointed. Enjoy.
So that's what is his answer. It's a very cryptic answer.
Yeah.
But you might see some Jedi stuff and some Sith references.
Yeah, which is fine with me. I'm totally cool with that. And I would love to. Hopefully, they stick with the character of Han Solo, where he's like, whatever.
Right.
There's no such
He
thing
just
as Jedi.
disregards all of that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, and then it's like, what about Darth Vader? That guy's just he's a leader of the Empire. He's just a killer. He still doesn't believe that he has
Right, so
the ability, or he's never even
What about
met
that-
him before. Or anything.
how about the conversation that we see in the trailer between Chewie and Han, where he's like, so what do you think? And Chewie's like, what do you know anyway? What if they're talking about Jedi or Sith stuff?
Maybe.
Like maybe Han asks him, do you believe in the Jedi? And, of course, Chewie does.
He was friends with Yoda.
Right. So, and then Han's like, what do you know anyway?
Yeah, like...
You think Chewie would have schooled him over the years about
Yeah.
maybe he was sworn to secrecy of him not
That's
telling
possible,
anybody that he knew
Because, yeah.
Yoda, because he knows Yoda's still alive. He's there when he leaves.
Yeah. So,
Well, he
could
helps
be
him.
possible.
He helps him escape Kashyyyk. Does he know he survived
Fight
after
back
that?
No,
no.
but he knows he escaped.
Right.
Kashyyyk. Maybe that's take that stuff to your grave.
Type of
His
stuff,
dad
yeah.
told him, "We take this to our graves. We tell no one ever
Yeah.
about Yoda was even here."
But I just when I saw that, I thought of the conversation in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, what do you know anyway?
All right. So what's up next?
We have New Solo and Star Wars story images. Gonna be doing a lot of editing this.
Yeah, unfortunately for you,
Well, I
there's a
mean,
lot of
I've been
pictures and
getting
stuff.
pretty good at it, so.
Yeah, practice. Get better as you go
Where
along.
is it? Hello? Are you going to... You shush. Let's hear the cards. The cards.
Keep going down.
Cards Rotel.
Yeah.
The past, the present, and the future as well.
Oh, no, you might be too low.
What is going on here?
No.
Anyway, I think it was a closer look at the Topps trading cards, not the ones you can get at Denny's, but
The other ones.
the Topps ones.
We can skip this. It's not a big, huge.
Yeah, they're. I
deal.
mean, if you guys want to look them up, I would just Google Topps Han Solo trading cards.
Oh,
and
wait,
they will
wait.
come
Here
up.
we go. View gallery. Here we go. Got it.
Got to make it difficult to find these things.
Well, that's
I hate.
that's how they keep you on those stupid
stupid
pages.
Stupid, yeah. So here's one of Kira, and she's got like
Most of the backgrounds are going to be the same.
Millennium
Okay.
Falcon
So
zipping
it's
around
really
her.
just about just
The
really about the
costumes.
costumes they're wearing and her blaster and sort of her overall look.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can see one of our sisters getting that jacket.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Either one of them, actually. Is that the only photo, or did you
no.
like totally get out of it? And
Didn't mean to get out of it that.
There's
like
there's
that.
10 images
Okay.
in the gallery.
View gallery. View gallery, dang it. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Use
so-
the arrow to the side.
I tried
So
to
there's-
open up the image and I knew it.
what's her name again?
Val.
Val. Okay.
I like her scarf.
Yeah, that's.
She looks very 70s,
Yeah, she does.
doesn't it?
But that was the era that this film was.
The film was designed. Even the outfits like
Right.
Han Solo wore were kind of designed around 70s.
Yep. That was the era it was created in.
So yeah,
So they have to kind of go
go
back
back to that. Yeah, I mean it totally looks like something from A New Hope,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that Han Solo would, like you would see in the cantina.
Right.
And
Tobias Beckett.
that's just basically what's it called? Trench coat, black
Right.
blaster.
Boots.
Looks good though.
Yeah. Everybody with the thigh holster.
Yeah, there's Kira with
Kira
her
again.
with her evening gown.
Yep.
Heck,
Moloch. He looks pretty cool.
That does look
I don't
pretty
know
cool.
what his role is going to
or
be.
his
but-
race is.
Yeah.
He's got like a little scepter.
Yep.
Cool.
I don't know what his role's going to be.
Hopefully they make a figure
Hopefully
out
he's
of him.
not a Constable Zuvio. that we never saw.
Or
At least we
may-
know we're going to see a Therm.
maybe
Punch.
he got stabbed in the back by
Kylo Ren, maybe.
Maybe.
At least we know we're going to see Therm Scissor Punch because he's sitting next to Lando when they're playing Sabacc.
Okay.
If you look in the
Scissor
trailers.
punch.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
Therm
Lando,
Scissor
and that's just classic Lando, man.
Yeah, that looks
Flashy.
like something Lando would wear.
Where?
Cape and
The cape.
He just swapped the
Just
yellow
not-
for the blue later
not
in his
as
life.
long as a cape.
Yeah, it's like a half cape.
It's like, yeah. He gets the longer one later. I guess.
Capette? Would that be a capette?
Oh, 3,
Oh, 3,
7.
That's just a droid.
I like how her name is kind of like if you flip it
Leap.
upside down. Or I was gonna say it's kind of like flipped upside down.
It looks
It's
the
still
same.
L337.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but also Leet. Yeah, it is. It is also Leet.
Looks like L-E-E-T maybe.
It's Han,
Han
and
and
Chewie.
And
Enfys
Enfys
Nest.
Nest.
Which is pretty cool.
That one is cool. I like the fan thing on her one arm.
Yeah.
I also like that she's like a bit colorful. She's got the orange going on. She's, you know,
Yeah,
So
got
like
some-
a Japanese fan for like
Yes.
a, like a
I mean that totally
shield
looks
on her.
that totally looks Japanese anime typish.
We get Chewie in his goggles.
Chewie's in his goggles.
and then that's it.
Yeah, that should be the last one.
No, oh yep, that is the last one.
So just, the Topps trading cards are out there. Might be something I look for. Of course, who's going to be the hardest one to get? There's always
Yeah.
the one Topps card you never get in a pack. Probably the Enfys Nest
Yeah,
one.
here's some stuff for Dallin to rant about. Well,
Well,
maybe they learned from their mistakes, but it's almost too late because they've really
for
screwed
this
up.
game
But I mean-
it is.
Well, they
But
screwed
for-
up. Well, okay, tell them what the topic is before
Okay,
we start
well-
going into it.
This is EA boss regretful over Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot box fiasco. Now, I take this with a bit of a grain of salt.
So do I, because they don't ever learn.
Yeah, and if you're like the CEO of this company, you shouldn't even do this stuff to begin with.
Well, Really, I mean, I work for a large company. CEOs don't know what's going on down on the floor.
They're really not the ones. They're the ones that have to answer for the stuff that happens, but they really don't
have
know
no clue what's going on. They don't.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not down there every day checking on what the progress is of the game.
Not even
They go.
where I work.
All they do is meetings all day.
Does just the head of the location I work at even know what's going on completely?
Completely? No. Yeah, my site head of where I work.
Yeah.
I mean, she's very good at her job, and she's very smart, and she is very informed, but she still doesn't know exactly what we're doing and where we're at.
Well, because they have their own jobs to do.
Yeah, they don't need to be
that
checking
aren't
in on
related to everything that goes on.
Yeah, because they have people below them that have people below them that are checking on what you're doing,
right?
Or what the people on the floor are doing.
It's when it gets passed through the chain of command, whoever signs off on this stuff. That's when it needs to be caught.
Yeah.
By whoever's in charge of that.
But when it comes out and everybody's pissed off about it, guess who's got to take the heat?
Yeah.
The friggin' person at the very top.
Yeah. It says we have taken...
But internally, you know what rolls downhill.
Yes. Yeah, internally, this guy has to come out in public and say, this sucks. And he goes down there and he starts just berating the people below him. And guess what? The people below them gets even below those people that he just berated, get it even worse. And the people below them, they get all the crap dumped on them because they're the bottom of the layer and they can't dump on anybody below them. That's how it works.
Unless it's like their cat.
It's a pyramid, man. It's a pyramid. The crap rolls downhill until it finally hits whoever's laying there at the bottom.
At all sides.
That's where
it settles.
Says, we have taken significant steps as a company to review and understand the mechanics around monetization, loot boxes, and other things in our games before they go to market. For the games that come next for Battlefield or for Anthem, players have made it very clear that we can't afford to make similar mistakes, and we won't.
So that's going from the CEO.
Maybe he will do something about it, especially if it's going to hurt their revenue, because people are like, I'm not buying your games anymore because of this BS.
Right.
And he says, at the same time, we got it wrong, and as a result, we had to take a very quick and drastic actions to turn everything off. And we've since worked and redesigned the progression system. People seem to appreciate what we've done. Players are coming back, and we're seeing stronger engagement numbers. People seem to think that, for the most part, we got it right. We'll have to be very cautious with what this means for future projects. We have to take action and show people that we're serious about building the best possible products, that we're serious about treating the players fair, and that we're here to make the best possible entertainment we can. And in the cases where we don't get it right, we just have to listen and learn from it and be better.
I mean, I understand that. You
have to learn
from your mistakes.
I've seen worse CEO apologies.
Well, he said all the right things in there.
Now it's just whether or not they follow through.
Right.
And whether or not he means it.
Yeah, it's the follow through.
Well, it's the follow through.
That
will tell the whole story.
But unfortunately, in the meantime, you've got a game that you thought was going to be great, and it's like, you guys screwed it up.
Yeah.
And you can't really, I mean, like I always trying to say, well, we went back and tried to fix it. Well, you've already screwed it up because the people that have bought all the loot boxes or whatever and already done that, they're already so high up that the other people can't catch up anytime soon.
Yeah.
The person that just plays it and plays it and plays it to try to advance his character that way.
Right, naturally,
is already hosed, and that just makes you frustrated and you just quit. That's what happened. There were certain people that were willing to pay the money to get all the loot crates.
On
the other people were like, I'm going to try to... And then it's like, I can't do anything because I just get my butt handed to me every time I get on.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are complaining that there's no loot boxes, that they can't get all this stuff.
Yeah. But that's a way more minority than the people that try to do it.
He's not the CEO. He's the Chief Design Officer.
Well, then he should have known better. He knew what was going on if he's the Chief Design Officer.
Yeah, he's the Chief Design Officer. So he's not the CEO.
Yeah, the CEO doesn't know what's going on. The Chief Design Officer, though, he knew because he's the guy who okays everything on the design.
Yeah, he should be the one okaying
how it's going to go.
Yeah.
He has the final say.
Yeah. It says, hold on.
So,
the publisher is definitely taking steps in the right direction to help out keep their community engaged with brand new modes that feature a bunch of Ewoks thrown in for good measure. There's also rumors of an open-world, open-galaxy Star Wars title in the works.
That'd be cool.
For the time being, though, let's just keep those lightsabers crossed, eh?
So, Yeah, maybe
We'll just have to
they'll
see
learn.
what the follow through is.
But
Yeah.
I also like Disney to learn to not just allow
Sell
one
it off to the first bidder.
well, just allow one company to do one game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to let people know it's not canon. The games
Yep.
aren't canon.
Right.
That's all. Just put a giant disclaimer. Maybe make the company that makes the game put a big giant disclaimer on it. This is not canon.
This
if
game
you
does
want.
not affect canon
Yeah,
in
this-
any way.
Yeah, even if you have to do that
Or
like
in
in
any form.
ginormous print across the
Right.
front of the
It's like the Persona games. Was it like all of the characters and events in this game are purely fictional. Any relation to real life events or people is merely coincidental or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could even like when you put the game in for the first time and start up. This is not canon. Like comes across and it just sits there for like
It's like
a minute. And you
Right.
can't get rid of it until it gets through your head that this
Like
is
it
not
kind of
canon.
looks like someone stamped
Stamps it.
big.
Boom, yeah. This is
You
not
have to have
canon.
a little checkbox that says, "Yes, I understand." Then you have to check
It. Yeah. To,
Like the user terms
to go to
and
the next.
agreement.
Yeah, to go to the next. Could actually play
or
the
you
game.
can't play it. Right.
Yeah,
Like the legal terms
well,
of
that
the
would be
agreement.
funny. I would totally do that.
That would be funny.
Okay,
I would do it.
what's next on the agenda? Since we'll see if they actually learn from their mistakes.
It says the next topic is Lawrence Kasdan weighs in on the troubles Solo went through prior to Ron Howard taking over.
Yeah. So Lawrence Kasdan and his son, they pretty much scripted Han Solo the movie.
Yeah, and they're also the guys that wrote.
He's also the one. Lawrence Kasdan is also the one responsible for most of Han's character development throughout
in
the
New
original
Hope, yeah,
3 movies.
some movies. And did he write most of Empire?
I think so.
I can't remember.
Or Return. No, I think it's Empire.
I think it was
You're right.
Empire.
Says these movies are so gigantic, and it's a little hard to identify exactly what moving part changes and when there is a change of direction. But this movie had to go in a different direction. I'm a great believer that whatever preconceptions you have going into a movie, whatever resistance you may have, whatever excitement you may have because you're seeing a familiar character, all bets are off about 3 minutes into the movie. So I think like he's basically saying like I know a lot of people are hating on this movie right now because it's not Harrison Ford.
Right. But yeah, like give it a chance.
Yeah.
And 3 minutes into the movie, you'll forget all about that stuff.
And I mean that's a pretty good sell. That's a pretty good
Right,
sell.
that's a pretty good sell.
He says, I think these guys are hilarious. So this is
I think that's talking
about
about Lawrence
Lord-
or Lord Miller.
Lord Miller, yeah.
Yeah.
I think these guys are hilarious, but they come from a background of animation and sketch comedy, and when you are making these movies, you can do that. There's plenty of room for improvisation, but we do that all the time. But it has to be inside a highly structured process, or you can't get the work done, and you can't move the armies of people to anticipate and have things ready. So it literally came down to process, just getting it done.
Yeah, so basically, I think what he's saying there is just they were trying to do too much improv, and if you have all these extra people, not the actors and stuff, but everybody else that has to move from set to set to do all, you can't just be taking so much time when your schedule's like, hey, guess what, we got to be moving on here,
You can't
guys.
take 25
takes.
takes
Yeah.
from different angles on the same scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what... Whereas in animation, you can do that.
You can just tell the guy that's drawn, no, I don't want that angle, try this angle.
Right.
No, that doesn't look right either, try this. And I guess he can just quick sketch it out real fast, and it's like 5 minutes. But when you're trying to do a movie, you're just wasting time and money. Because you're paying all these extras, these hundreds of friggin' people.
What they mostly made was the Lego movie and the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
If you look at those movies, they have a lot of angles because they're doing stop motion.
Right.
It's 100% stop motion. So, it makes sense that they'd be used to that. They're just not used to,
It's in the style of stop
making
motion. I think
live
it's all
action.
digitally done.
No, they do stop motion, and then they kind of digitally enhance it a little bit. Yeah. But it says, according to Phil Lord, who's speaking on behalf of Chris Miller as well, there is no ill will between themselves and anyone associated with the project. He said, sometimes people break up, and it's really sad and it's really disappointing, but it happens, and we learned a lot from our collaborators, and we're better filmmakers for it. We're really proud of the work we did on the movie, and we wish everybody the best.
I think those were the same sentiments they uttered when they were first released.
Yeah.
And so their tone hasn't changed.
Well,
Which
yeah,
is
they
good.
don't want to get on the... Well,
Plus, they've been
I think
credited as associate producers.
Yeah.
and I think that they're... those are actually sincere,
Yeah.
but I mean, they also don't want to get on the bad side of Disney. I mean, that's a huge corporation. You just don't want to piss them off.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're also sincere on, hey, you know what? Our way of doing it just wasn't the right thing for Star
Right.
Wars. That's fine. We'll go back to doing what we know how to do well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next on the agenda?
I mean, maybe they could be involved in one of the animated series.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
If they know how to do that real well.
Yeah.
We have Lucasfilm releases new ship descriptions for Solo, a Star Wars story. Let's see what they are. So we got the Imperial Heavy TIE Fighter, compensating for the relative fragility of the unshielded TIE Starfighter is the Armored TIE RB, a reinforced heavy starfighter with much more powerful laser cannons.
So,
Okay.
anytime something like this comes up, the question always arises, like,
Why weren't they in the first
New
movie?
Hope?
A New Hope.
Why didn't they use them? Come on, people. Like, they're evolving all the ships because they want to give people something new. Now,
Yeah.
maybe they needed the...
Also, isn't that what you also, like, completely... You guys, the same guys who are complaining about that, isn't that also what you complain about with Force Awakens? It wasn't new enough.
Yeah.
Then what do you want, man? I'm like, what do you want
They're always complaining about something. It seems
from us?
Oh yeah, there's
But-
always those people. I just let it go. It's like, okay, there was a Imperial Heavy TIE Fighter. You never saw it in A New Hope. So what? Maybe it wasn't in that area of space.
Here's my thing: is like,
Maybe they were limited.
since they had the Death Star, maybe the Empire didn't feel like they needed the
Yeah,
heavy
they-
armor. They didn't fear what the rebels were going to try to do.
Yeah, so they just
Yeah, we
let's
just
make
light
some
fighters.
Yeah, make the light fighters. They're faster. We make
Right.
more of them quicker.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll disband of these rebels in no time with the lighter fighters. Just take them out.
So,
And so, I mean, you could explain anything away.
yep.
That's why they
So
didn't
then
use them.
there's this next one's what, a Corellian
Yeah.
M68 land speeder.
It says, Han Solo is cagey about where he scored this overpowered M68 land speeder,
So that must be
saying,
the one he drives in the.
Yeah, I think it's the one
Yeah.
with the two little tail lights
saying
on the back.
little beyond that its previous owner no longer had a need for it.
Yeah, so basically he stole it.
Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
Despite her
need to.
humbles and...
I don't think you need to read the description. Of most people know what the Millennium Falcon is.
Let's see. Has played a role in some of the greatest victories in the Rebel Alliance and the New Republic. The Falcon looks like a worn-out junker, but underneath her hull, she's full of surprises. Succession of owners, from Lando Calrissian to Han Solo to Gannis Duquesne, have made special
But leave out on
modifications.
her plot. You gotta have it last.
Because he made the worst modification.
Yeah.
Maybe right now it's Ray and
that
Chewie's.
boosted the freighter speed, shielding, and firepower to impressive and downright illegal levels. The price of such tinkering, the Falcon can be unpredictable with her hyperdrive, particularly bulky. Despite her flaws, she's beloved by her owners. Han Solo and Chewbacca have spent years searching the galaxy for the ship they once called home.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon is a character
Yes.
in the
Uh-huh.
movies. I mean, it is
Oh yeah.
transcended just being a ship.
Then we have the Imperial Convey X transport.
That's the train.
That's
For
the train.
rapid transport of special cargo across surface distances on frontier worlds, the Empire uses heavily armored Convey-X vehicles that travel along rails winding through treacherous terrain.
Yeah, so that's the train we'll see in
Okay.
the
I
movie.
mean, it'd be interesting if they make a Lego set out of that train.
That would be cool.
Huge.
That'd be cool. I mean, it would be huge.
Yoda, rumored to share a scene with Rey in Star Wars Episode 9.
Where do they get these rumors from? I'm not sure.
Me neither, 'cause
Let's see here.
They haven't even started filming yet.
Says,
I mean,
according to New York Daily News, Lucasfilm was happy with how successful the Yoda stuff was in The Last Jedi, and are planning to bring him back again. This time, though, he'll be helping Rey out and giving her some guidance. The success of the scenes featuring Yoda in The Last Jedi were huge. Yoda will again appear as a ghost as he acknowledges Rey's successes and growth as a Jedi. The scenes are due to be put together later this year.
now, who's quoted there? They just have quotes from
Right.
just anonymous.
Well, that's from the New York Daily
Oh,
News.
from the New York Daily News is quoted.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so basically, are you guys okay with Yoda talking with Ray?
I'm
I'm fine with Yoda. I need to have Luke there too.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure he'll be a Force ghost
Yes.
if he is dead.
I believe he
I
is.
think he's
Yeah.
he's not dead, but well,
we We've discussed
one
this
with the
before.
Force.
His body is dead.
He's winked himself to the Force.
Yep, he's turned into the
He's
Force.
one with the Force.
As is
Alec,
Yoda.
CG Alec Guinness.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah,
Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon Jinn. That'd be kind
they
of cool.
could.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would love to see maybe young Darth Vader talk to Kylo Ren.
Oh, like bring in Hayden Christensen.
not redempted.
I hate him.
Not
Oh,
the
no.
redemption
Oh,
Vader
no.
at the very end of
I thought you meant like
Empire
young.
Strikes or Return of the Jedi, but
That's an interesting discussion. Can Anakin's Force ghost be split? Could there be two?
I mean, Sith ghosts
Well,
are.
well, no, but
Right,
I
but
mean,
could there be
when
two?
he is
That
it
would
because
be
of when he
interesting.
is it when he died? Is that the Force ghost you would get because he was in control then? So that means he wouldn't talk
But-
to Kylo except for tell him to knock it
What
off and stop
if-
doing what you're doing.
The
But is-
dark side lives on still and like takes itself to the Sith side of the.
So would there
Force.
be
Right,
two sides? Yeah, like
That'd
Jay
be
said,
cool.
would it split? Would
That'd be cool.
Would there be a Sith ghost and a Force ghost of
Oh,
Anakin
right.
Skywalker?
that'd be cool.
Right, and you could have like Anakin Skywalker as he appeared in, before
Last
he.
Jedi.
Well, no, Last Jedi.
Yeah, when
No,
he's-
the Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah.
And then
Return of
have
the Jedi.
his like Sith ghost look more mutilated and burnt, like he appeared in the
Yeah.
end of Revenge of the Sith.
Hayden Christensen has to put all that makeup on again.
Or he could just look like Vader.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Or he just
Yeah.
comes in with the helmet.
You could. That would, yeah. I mean, that would be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. How
Right.
they would explain it in a 2-hour movie, I'm not
Because
sure.
I know a lot of people hate on Hayden Christensen's acting, but I personally enjoy it. At
wasn't-
least in Revenge of the Sith,
He
I
got
enjoyed it.
better and better.
Yeah.
He was terrible in the first two.
He wasn't given that much direction by
I mean,
George
in
Lucas,
in
honestly.
Attack of the
No,
Clones,
Lucas.
he wasn't in the first
Lucas wasn't caring about the lines.
No,
and
he
about
wasn't focused on
the acting. He was caring
No.
about the special effects. That's all he cared
one.
about.
Yeah.
I think
the
if you
story
had, I think
itself.
if you had Ron Howard direct those first three movies, it would have been way better.
Or
even
J.J.
with-
Abrams.
Yeah, even with the exact same script and the same actors and everything, I think it would have just been better.
Because they would have just got more. They
Out
would have
of-
focused more on
on the
character
character.
and less on
Yeah.
special effects.
All right. So what's
Yeah.
up?
We have Lucasfilm updates Star Wars databank with new Solo, a Star Wars story character description.
Get a lot of descriptions this
Yeah.
week.
Oh, gee, many
So you
Christmas.
got Han Solo. Times were tough under Imperial rule. Han, a street thief, worked for a notorious gang on Corellia, stealing goods and cutting deals on behalf of an ill-tempered crime boss. Chewbacca, a mighty Wookiee, nearly 2 centuries old. Chewbacca fell upon hard times during this age of the expanding empire. Lando, smooth and sophisticated, Captain Lando Calrissian stood ready to retire from the life of a smuggler and instead became a full-time gambler, or sportsman as he called it, shuffling from card game to card game across the galaxy. Kira, at 18 years of age, young Kira was already enmeshed in a life of crime, working for a gang on Corellia.
Okay, so she's a gangster too.
Yeah.
Tobias Beckett. Beckett is a survivor, always quietly working out angles to come out ahead. He's assembled a team of specialized scoundrels to carry out risky but profitable heists.
To me, his character does seem like he's like a survivor. So he's like the guy in what's it called? Jack Reacher, the bad guy, the old guy that was in the prison. He's willing to bite his finger off to survive.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
one of those guys.
Yeah.
If you're, I'll shoot you or you bite your finger off. He'd just be one of those guys. Just,
Yeah.
Pooey, there you go. Let me
So-
go. I mean, he's definitely a survivor. That's
Yeah.
what he's, just from the little bit of what I've seen of his character, he just seems like he's one of those guys. He's gonna survive no matter what. Right. Even if he has to shoot his friend in the back. A bear's chasing me. Oh yeah, boom, punch you in the face, knock you down. I'll run past you and let the bear eat you. He's one of those guys. I'll just kick you in the shin real hard.
Anything to survive.
Yep.
We have Val, a no-nonsense and occasionally prickly woman who is a crack shot with a blaster rifle. Val may be the most even-headed and capable member of Tobias Beckett's ragtag crew of scoundrels. Makes me wonder if she's already with Tobias.
I'm guessing yes.
I think she's probably Tobias' longest running
partner.
crew.
Yeah.
member. Yeah.
L3, a self-made droid built from astromech and protocol parts. L3 is an enlightened navigator who cares deeply about droid rights.
Okay, so there you go. It is made from astromechs and protocol droids. So you
So
were right
she-
when you said
right,
it looks like
yeah.
there's like an
Self-made.
astromech
Yeah.
Is she adding those parts to
to
herself?
herself.
So
I'm
she
guessing,
like.
I'm guessing
so
that's what that means.
deeply about droid rights. Does that mean she's like, no droids in this cantina?
Oh.
I'm walking in.
We're gonna shoot that guy in the chest.
Yeah.
Tell us her none.
I hope we don't get just a different iteration of what we got from K.
2SO.
2SO.
I hope she's a much different
I think she
type
will be.
personality character because K2SO is very, he's got the jokes,
Uh-huh.
the one-liners, but he's very his delivery is very, simplistic.
Monotone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where I
it's-
hope maybe L337 has a little bit more personality, sort of like 3PO does, but also has a little bit of the humor.
Maybe a
and
bit of more of a scrappy personality where
Right.
she's like always ready for a fight.
maybe the R2D2 that you can understand because it speaks basic.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe she's like, yeah, like someone says something bad about Lando or even herself. And she just steps forward ready and like someone has to like, no. Calm down. Kind of cool her off a little bit. I think that'd be interesting if she's kind of like a hothead droid. Short-tempered. And then we have Rio Durant, who is the four-armed guy.
Yep.
Okay.
A Rio Durant has carried out dangerous operations alongside scoundrel Tobias Beckett for years. The good-natured Ardenian pilot is up for any challenge.
So he's been with
So it must be Val and Durant are the two that are more.
Beckett for a long time as
Yeah,
well.
Rio and...
And then the new recruits are
Val.
Lando, Kira,
I think Lando
No,
may
maybe.
just come in because he has the ship that
yeah.
they need.
maybe Han.
They're like, hey, we need to borrow your Millennium Falcon.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for this movie.
Me too.
Just see it all put together and
All right. So what else we have? Anything else? Or are we almost done?
Let's see.
I think we got a couple more, one more, two
Oh.
more.
Here we
Yeah, I
go.
forgot about this
Mandalorian
one.
connection to film's main villain. Oh, he is going to be a villain. I knew it.
Yeah, Dryden Voss is he's the crime lord.
He's the
that
crime
they're-
lord. That
Oh,
they go
so
to.
is he the guy who Han Solo was working under
He's the one that Tobias Beck is
when he was younger?
getting the crew for.
Yeah.
Ready for.
But is he the one that Han was working
Maybe.
for on Carillion?
Corellia.
Corellia?
I don't know.
Let's see.
The image is what we're looking for here, and it's right there.
Oh, wow. Yep, he has a Mandalorian suit behind him.
Yeah, guy in a Mandalorian
Nice,
suit.
Read there's a
Oh,
description
okay, here we go.
somewhere.
Right here. Voss is being touted as Solo's main villain, a facially scarred big shot criminal overlord who recruits a crew of reprobates for a heist. The character was originally portrayed by Michael K. Williams back when Phil Lord and Chris Miller were directing, but now is portrayed by Bettany in Ron Howard's film. And a full-length theatrical is that it?
No, just go down to about the image. So, the armor in the background.
Yeah.
So go read that part.
Oh.
No.
Okay, the armor in the background looks to be an ancient variation of Mandalorian armor, later adopted by Jango Fett and his son, Boba Fett. Could this mean that we see the infamous bounty hunter in the film, or is it pure coincidence?
I don't think we're gonna see Boba Fett, but it'll be interesting to see if that Voss guy is Mandalorian. And
Yeah.
he has some bodyguards.
Right.
So those guys you see up on the thing in that kind of darkness, that could be those Mandalorians. It's hard to tell.
Could be. Kind of like the New Age Mandalorians, because they have like kind of the more updated armor.
And maybe one of Voss's passions is collecting like older armor and stuff from days past.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, but I agree with you, like that Voss does sound like a...
The last name Voss, just because.
I mean, notice how most of them have like very short names. Most
family names.
yeah. Most clan names in the Mandalorian world seem to have very short names. So they have, Ren, Vizsla, Voss if he is one, Fett. There's a lot of different,
Oh,
Was it ever said that Jango Fett was a
Was he
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian?
I don't know. He could be.
Or did he just
Get the
have
armor.
the armor
I don't know.
I don't know.
because he killed somebody?
we can
it
always
was
look
them.
on Wikipedia, see
Right,
if
I
they
mean-
say that he's a
'Cause
Mandalorian.
I don't know if it's ever been said that like Boba Fett and Django are Mandalorians.
I don't know.
They
Don't
could
look,
be.
don't look it up now. We'll look it up later, dude.
Hold up. We'll look
goodness.
it up at the end of the episode. Solo: A Star Wars Story still needs a lot of work. Apparently.
Well, what we got? Still a month and some odd days before it comes out, so they still got. I mean, they'll be working right up to the last minute, like
Everybody
They
does.
always
Every
do.
movie does.
right.
Yeah.
Especially movies of this magnitude and this much special effects and that kind of stuff.
So Howard says, the fact is we've got a hell of a lot of work to do. The whole thing has been very focused but very intense and incredibly enjoyable. We all know we are going to make our date and we are feeling really resolved and solid about the movie. Says, edit is locked, score done, right on schedule. Hope you check out Solo and have fun.
Yeah, see, I mean, the edit is locked, so it's been edited to where they want it. Score's done, so I think they're just fine tuning all the probably special effects and
Yeah.
sound effects and
And
all
he
that kind of
says-
stuff.
I don't really want to. Sorry. It says the filmmaker might be happy to give details about the film's progress, but don't expect to find out how much of the final film is his version versus the movie's original directors, Phil Lord and Miller. We don't really want. I don't really want to explain it. I don't really want to be. Are you
Be specific.
this comicbook.com? You, sir, are a jerk. Because you won't let me scroll down. You keep on putting down. Okay. Says I won't really be specific about that because again I don't even
It's right there.
I don't even want that to matter to fans. I can understand why you'd ask, and some might even be curious. But look, everybody who has been involved in this has done nothing but love and what this movie could be, and that's been the vibe around it. I think audiences are going to feel that love and excitement.
So that's cool.
Yeah,
So basically,
that's why I love Ron Howard.
yeah, he's like, I'm not going to tell you that I scrapped 90% of their stuff. It's none of your business,
Right,
basically.
it's none of your business. Like,
Yeah.
It isn't really.
Nope.
I mean, I don't need to know.
I'll know, and Lord Miller, they'll know, and that's all they really need. I mean,
Yeah, and other people have worked
well,
on the
people that
movie
work
too,
on the film, but the general going public, they don't need to know.
No.
It's not important.
No, it's not important to the movie. I don't care
No.
who directed it, as long as it's a good movie.
Right. It's not important.
And how much of it got used.
And then last topic that we have is Solo: A Star Wars Story tickets rumored to go on sale May 4th.
May the-
4th.
Well,
May
of
the
course.
fourth.
Makes sense.
That's Star Wars Day. May
May.
the 4th.
Okay, he's just human. Doesn't say he's
Well, his homeworld is Concord Dawn. Is that a part of Mandalore?
He says
think it
he was
might be.
considered a pretender by the new Mandalorian government of Mandalore. Though he wore a set of Mandalorian armor as a bounty hunter. Though he was considered a pretender by the new Mandalorian
By the new
by the new
Mandalorian government.
Mandalorian government of Mandalore.
Hit the Concord Dawn link there real quick.
Okay,
Because I think Concord Dawn is part of Mandalore.
was a planet in Mandalorian space.
So, yeah, he's a Mandalorian then. In my opinion, that makes you a Mandalorian if you're
Yeah.
a Mandalorian
Right.
space.
He
You're born there.
he just may have been rejected by the new Mandalorian
Mandalorian
government,
yeah.
and that's why he turned to bounty hunting.
Yep.
So yeah. So his
So Fett, the last name Fett must be a family name of the
yeah,
Mandalorians.
maybe a disgraced one.
right
Yeah.
Maybe
cast
one,
out
yeah.
one.
Maybe one that a lot of people don't like.
Yeah.
But now we know. So he is a Mandalorian.
So now that means back to May the 4th. Though that means on May the 4th we're gonna have to whenever the
I have
tickets
that
go
day
on.
off.
Whenever the tickets
They're
go on
on
sale,
s-
we got to make sure
They're going on
we're
sale
there
at midnight
to pick
on
them up.
May the 4th. So
yeah,
12:01 a.m.
keep your eyes
They will
peeled.
go on sale. Luckily,
Why?
I have May the 4th off, so
What day is May the 4th? It's a Friday.
Friday.
Right? I got that day off too.
it's a Friday.
So yeah, that's it for today show.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, just not
51st.
major stuff.
Yeah,
All
Not
the
so
really,
things here.
not really hard hitting,
still quite a bit
deep stuff.
that we got to talk about, though. I mean, it made it go on for 54 and a half minutes.
right.
So I mean,
I think that's good enough. Let's
Yeah, pretty-
move on.
pretty good. So I hope that you enjoyed this 51st episode
Yep.
of Red 2 Chatter. I think next week will be our, or maybe the week after
It's almost
that.
considered our 1 year anniversary. I
1
think
year
this might
anniversary.
be our 1 year, but we've been at this pretty much a solid year.
Solid year.
Yeah. Which is pretty
Give or
good.
take.
Which is pretty good for us.
Now, if we could just get our viewership up.
Yeah.
Whatever, we'll just keep doing it.
Yeah, we'll just keep
Eventually,
doing
either people will watch or nobody will, but I
Right.
don't really care.
it. Yeah, it's fun.
I'm not trying to make money off it. I just like doing it because it's fun to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got other projects we're working on
yeah.
that we want to make money off of.
Yeah. So, I mean...
That aren't even Star Wars,
Star Wars related. No.
No. And they were kind of based off of it, though. But I hope that you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. And also go follow our Facebook page, which is link down in the description.
And share it.
And share it,
Share
yes.
it with everybody. Just keep sharing it every day. Just when you watch this, just hit the share button to all your friends.
Yes. Facebook, Twitter, doesn't
Yep.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
If they're Star Wars fans, tell them to come by here. We'd love to have them.
Yep.
And Jay, where can people find you?
You can find me over on Instagram at jwilsonbydesign.
No social media here. Moving on.
And you can find me on YouTube as well under Major Glitterix, link down in the description below. Having a lot of fun over there, so come check me out and have fun. You know, I love seeing new people coming
Alright.
on my channel. So I'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.
Bye.